We are back with another research day, which is going to be surrounding Oranguru and Passimian. We're going to run through the dates, details, and a few tips to help you guys maximize. Let's get straight into those details. Shh. Oranguru and Passimian Research Day is going to be taking place this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. What trainers need to do in this 3-hour time frame is that they need to spin stops to receive research tasks. These research tasks are going to be able to reward us with either an Oranguru or a Passimian encounter. Because this is a research day, both Passimian and Oranguru have a 1 in 10 chance to be encountered shiny. If you look at these shiny forms right now, they are absolutely stunning, very, very underrated in my opinion. Let's quickly focus on our 2 featured research day Pokemon, the first one being Oranguru. This is a psychic and normal type Pokemon originally coming from the Alola region, and Oranguru is not known to evolve. And the same goes for Passimian. Passimian is a fighting type Pokemon also coming from the Alola region, and both of them are actually found in the same place, which is going to be called the Lush Jungle in the main series games. When you encounter these Pokemon, it's very important to know the 100% IVs, because that's going to be the way to know if you got a hundo or not. The 100% IV for Oranguru is going to be 1050, and the 100% IV for Passimian is going to be 1300. What's really nice about these numbers is that they're super easy to remember. Spawning in the wild, we have all the monkey and chimp-like Pokemon. We have Mankey, Aipom, Slakoth, Chimchar, and Grookey. There's also going to be a paid timed research ticket for a total cost of $2, and there the main rewards are either going to be an extra 10 encounters with either Passimian or Oranguru. Remember those 100% IVs in this section too, because they're going to be prevalent there as well. Moving in now to our top tips, starting off with number 1, which is going to be how do I get as much candy as well as XL candy in this event. There is one glaringly obvious answer which we're going to start talking about right now. We want you guys to use a Mega Lopunny. You would probably be like, why? What does Mega Lopunny have to do with anything? The best thing about Mega Lopunny is that it shares the same typings of a lot of Pokemon in these spawn pools, including the 2 featured Pokemon, which is of course Oranguru and Passimian. Guys, because of that normal and fighting typing, when you Mega Evolve this Pokemon, you're gonna hit all the normal and all the fighting types in the spawn pool, and a few of them, just to mention, are gonna be Oranguru, Passimian, you can encounter Grookey, Aipom, Slakoth, and Mankey. That's, I think, almost every single Pokemon in there, bar that Grookey. That should tell you that this is gonna be the Pokemon that you wanna Mega Evolve during this event, because that is gonna be able to extract as much candy and XL candy from these normal and fighting types, which are gonna be featured on this day. Tip number 2, which Pokemon do I pick if I bought the ticket? Don't worry, for me it's a pretty obvious answer. Guys, unfortunately, whether it's Oranguru or Passimian, as raid attackers or even main utility in this game, they don't really have a lot of play on either side. But the Pokemon we would definitely recommend going for is going to be that Oranguru. Guys, in the Great League right now, I think it's ranked 127, but in the Ultra League, extremely underrated Pokemon, it's got a number and a ranking of 83 in its XL form right now, and I believe the top stats you want for that Oranguru are going to be 0, 13, 15. But unfortunately, on a research day, the minimum stats are going to be 10, 10, 10, because you're going to be acquiring them from field research. The best thing we would suggest here is to do some trades with a friend that's not a best friend or an ultra friend, so you can get as low attack and as high defense and high stamina as possible, because this is going to be the Pokemon that's going to feature best in these leagues if you really want to use it. I would definitely recommend going after Oranguru. Tip number 3 actually has nothing to do with Research Day. We're in the middle of the Psychic Spectacular right now. We just did a full breakdown with some tips for you guys. If you want to check it out, please check it out up here. All the bonuses from the Psychic Spectacular are going to be running through the entirety of this Research Day, which means it's going to be 2 times catch Stardust, as well as additional candy and XL candy for trainers level 31 and up for throwing nice throws or better. You could throw in a star piece if you want to play this 3-hour time frame pretty hard, but overall, look at how much candy you could get using that Mega Lopunny too, so that is a big tip. Don't forget that and check out that video. Top target time. Again, we would definitely focus on that Oranguru. We kind of explained how to get that a little bit earlier, but a stunning shiny at that beautiful Pokemon. But the next one we would focus on is probably going to be Mankey, because it goes into that Primeape as well as into that Annihilape. Both these Pokemon perform really well, specifically in the Great League. We would also look at something like Slakoth. Slakoth seems like a pretty useless Pokemon, but it's not as soon as it goes into Vigoroth. Unfortunately, right now in this new season, Vigoroth took a massive knock in the Go Battle League, so it's not really well featured, but in time, I promise you, it is definitely going to get better again. So look out and try and get a low attack, high defense, high stamina for that Vigoroth and build it. It could be very, very useful for you. Guys, we got the Legendary Heroes event coming right at the end of the month, right before we turn into October. A very, very sought after month in Pokemon Go. We can't wait to bring you everything. We're going to get right onto the bike again. Love you guys. Appreciate you being here, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Go with us. Shh.